Welcome everyone. Today's morning yoga class will have a little bit of everything for you. Some strength, some flexibility, and perhaps most especially some balance work. All of this to get us ready for a great day ahead. So let's begin in child's pose as we often do. Bringing the big toes together to touch, the knees as wide apart as you would like. And then you can start to walk your upper body forward. Forehead resting down towards the mat. Let's begin by really anchoring the body down towards the earth. Feeling every part of it be heavy as we breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Let the shoulders be relaxed, let the face be relaxed. Just let yourself rest. If you'd like, you could lift up onto fingertips, really driving those fingertips down into the mat as the arms grow even longer. One more deep breath here. Inhale. And let it out. And then slowly, let's take our time as we tiptoe back out of this one. Rising your way up onto hands and knees for some cat-cows. So as we inhale, arching through the spine, lifting the crown of the head and tailbone. And exhale, rounding the spine, bring the chin towards your chest. One more like this. Inhaling to arch and reach. Exhaling to round. Let's keep this going, but we'll add on by lifting a leg. So as you inhale and arch the spine, reach your right toes up towards the sky as well. And then as you exhale, bring the knee and nose in close together. So inhale, toes go up, crown of the head lifts tall. Exhale, knee to nose. One last time, lift the toes up towards the sky. You can either hold here, working the strength of the glute, or that left hand could reach back behind you to grab the top of the foot. Kick the foot into the hand. Allow that to open up through your chest, holding here. Inhale. And then exhale, gently release that foot, bring the hand back to the mat, tuck the toes of your right foot, and then swivel your left lower leg off of the mat so that we can reach up with our right hand. So finding the supported side plank here, fingertips of the right hand lifting up towards the sky, point the toes of the right foot, and 5 times let's lift and lower that leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, lift it higher, 5, and then lift it one final time, bend that leg, this time the right hand goes back to catch the top of the foot, variation of tiger pose, kick it back into that hand, open up through the chest, one more inhale, and exhale to gently release. Bring your hand back onto the mat, bring yourself back onto all fours, and sway the hips a few times side to side, letting that first side go. Very nice. Bring yourself back to center. 2 rounds of our traditional cat and cow, spreading the fingertips nice and wide. And on your inhale, reaching the crown of the head up, reaching the tailbone up, scooping through the spine. And then exhale, go back the other way and round. One more at your own pace. And then adding on, this time it's our left leg that's going to point up towards the sky as we arch. And exhale the knee towards the nose. Final time like this. And then as those left toes climb back up towards the sky, choose whether you'd like to stay here, or perhaps that right hand goes back to look for the foot so that we can kick it away, opening up through the right side of the chest and the shoulder, looking up towards the sky. Inhale and exhale. Set that hand down, Tuck the toes of your left foot, lengthen the leg out behind you, swivel the shin off of the mat so that you can lift the left arm up, coming back towards that side plank, really reach tall. And once you've arrived, we can point through the toes of that left foot, and 5 more times. Lift it up and lower it down, and lift and lower. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. And then lifting it up one final time, bend the leg. Left hand goes back to search for the foot and kick it back into the hand. Keep kicking, keep reaching, and gently release, and return to all 4. Nice. Sway the hips once again, side to side. Beautiful. Walk the hands forwards just a little bit, still keeping the fingers nice and spread. Tuck the toes of both feet, lift the knees, and come back to downward facing dog. Pedal it out a few times, reaching one heel for the mat and then the other. And then reach your right leg up towards the sky, really lift it tall before stepping it through between your hands. You're coming to this lunge position here and rest the body, rest your right shoulder really onto that thigh. So pressing back through our left heel, finding length in that back leg. You could keep the fingertips on the mat, or you could see whether you can lift one or both sets of fingertips, cactusing the arms. Keep pressing back through that back heel. Keep lifting up through those elbows and through the backs of the hands. Final breath in and out. Very nice. Set the fingertips back onto the mat, untuck the back toes, and rock forwards and back a few times. Just bringing movement into that front leg. And eventually we end up back in a half split position. You could absolutely keep a generous bend in that front leg, just looking for a nice stretch in the front thigh. 2 breaths here. Think about reaching the tailbone back, keeping the front foot flexed. And that's hard to say, front foot flexed. And then gently release. Bring yourself forwards. Bring your right hand to the inside of that foot so that we can return to all 4s. And shake the hips off a little bit. Step the hands forwards once more, coming back to our downward facing dog as we tuck the toes, lift the knees, press the hips back, pedal it out. And then once you've grounded down into this downward facing dog, lift the left leg up behind you this time, reach it tall, and then step yourself forwards between the hands. Settle the left shoulder and left side of the chest onto that front thigh. Fingertips staying here, pressing back through the back heel. Maybe you float one hand, maybe you float both. Lifting the backs of the hands, lifting the elbows tall. Keep lengthening through that back leg. Deep inhale. And then exhale. Bring the fingertips back down, lower the back knee. Rock yourself forwards and back a few times. Before finally settling into that half monkey pose, half splits. Flexing through the front foot. Reaching the tailbone back behind you. 2 breaths. And then bring yourself forward so that you can bring that left hand to the inner foot. Sweep it back to all 4s. Rock your hips out a few times if you'd like. And then lift yourself up to a tall kneel. Step your right foot out in front of you, so kind of coming into this short lunge, boxy lunge I like to call them. And then lift up through your right heel, coming onto the tip of this right toe. Now, I recommend offsetting your left shin a little bit so it's at a bit of a diagonal, because what we're going to try to do is lift that right toe off of the mat. The hands can help you here. It is perfectly expected to wobble or have to set the toe down a few times. That's fine. Have some fun. Smiles are also expected here. And then set that foot back down, and again rock forwards and back a few times. Get into that ankle. And then sweep that foot back into our tall kneel, and just 2 times we're going to sit ourselves back and then squeeze the glutes to lift up and really press the hips forwards. 1 more time like this, sit it back, squeeze to lift, and press forward. And then return yourself to neutral. Step the left foot forwards, find that boxy lunge, lifting up first through the heel, then coming up onto the tip of that toe. You could stay here, squeeze through those back glutes, offset your right shin a little bit, or if you'd like to have a play, you can lift that knee in towards your heart. Find some balance. 1 more breath in. It's not easy. And then set that foot back down. Keep the short lunge as you sway forwards and back. And a little bit of ankle mobility here. Last time. And release. Once again, we're back in our tall kneel. Let's sit ourselves back and then really squeeze and press forwards. 1 more time like this. And then stay in your tall kneel. Bring the hands to prayer in front of your heart. And then turn yourself over towards the right. Keep the hips pointing forwards. Twisting initiated from the upper body. And then back through center and over towards the left. Again, both hips staying forward. Pull that left shoulder back. And return to center. Very nice. Roll the shoulders back. Reach both arms up towards the sky. Palms facing forwards. Pulse the arms back a few times. Keep the arms really nice and straight here. Keep the abs tight, Squeeze the glutes. Press the hips forwards. And pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release your arms back down. Come to take a seat on your mat. Sitting cross-legged or any other way that is comfortable for you. And then press the fingertips of both hands into the mat and lift your glutes up. Straighten the arms, squeeze the glutes. Finding a little bit more height here, a little bit more lift. Keep pressing, keep lifting. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Sit yourself back down and trace a few circles in each direction with those rests. Turn yourself towards your right knee. Folding over that knee, you can walk the fingertips forward, letting the head be nice and heavy. And then simply walk yourself over towards the left. Keep pressing down through the right sit bone. And then walk it back to center, lifting up. Simply switch the cross of your legs. Same thing. Walking down over that left knee, release. The jaw be released, the shoulders, the entire upper body. And take things over towards your right knee. Breathing here. Walk it back to center. And lift up. Allow yourself another smile as you notice how you feel, and we sweep the arms up overhead, the palms can touch. Exhale them down to the front of your heart. Beautifully done, my friends. I would love to know, as always, what you thought of this class, and I hope that strength, flexibility, and balance will serve you well in your beautiful day.